Yay! Oh, they're stacking the wrong way. Actually, that's fine. I can go like this. OBS needs not to be a menace. Yeah, I don't think it was just OBS. I've been running my computer hard, playing different game the last couple of days, and I haven't rebooted it. So I'm beginning to think that may be part of what caused it. Really? Why? I want to stack them on each other. Like, come on. Too much stuff in the cache. Could be their issue. Yeah, fine. You know what? You're gonna be this way. Sign. Look, I'm back. Yay. Um, Alright, let's get some logs over here ready to cut. And we'll get some logs floating in the water. Hi, Tink. How are you doing? You really love the colors of that diamond painting? Okay, I also need to turn up Firebot, it seems. Hmm. That was loud for you. All right. I'm not bad, Tink. Tink, can you do your thing again, please? Or Mousy. You were temporarily muted. Okay. Why are all of the sounds so muted for me now all of a sudden since this update? No, we can't do tinks. Only Tink can do tinks. Only Prelude can do preludes. I can't even do them. Um, Interesting. Can I give a gain just to myself? Probably not. Alright. I guess that's gonna have to be what it is. Yeah, it's not any louder. When OBS did its update, it changed a lot of sound filtering, and now what's loud for you guys, I can hardly hear, even with things set for me. Oh no, that's changing the overall volume. Alright, it is what it is. No, my headset volume is normal. Um, and it's through OBS. Mind you, I'll turn it up here maybe, and that might help. But all of the sounds, yes, love, I know what you meant, and no, that is always at 100%. Um, I'll turn it up on the computer mixer, and that might help, but can get one floating in the water here. Is that an important thing? Ish. Alright, it can wait. Alright, so I was gonna have some stacks of wood over here. I think it's probably better if we clear this away. So how is people's weekends besides having, car issues? Mousy and I found some pretty good stuff to barbecue this week. We got some really nice looking chicken kebabs. And we got some really nice looking, what were the other? Oh, some nice burgers. Portobello and cheese in the burgers. Now, I think what I want to do is maybe make some sort of an awning over this so I can get some light in the area. All right, let's get some logs floating in the water first, though. We'll get a few more birch floating in the water. We'll get a couple of jungle floating in the water. We'll get some mangrove floating in the water. Tentacool has appeared if anybody wants it. Maybe we'll get the jungle out a little bit like that. Like it's kind of like floating in. And then maybe we'll get a log driver on one of these, like he's, that would be kind of cool. Let's do that here. That's what I was thinking, using a spear as a pole, yeah. I am gonna want another couple guys in here, but I did not like seeing that creeper over here. Let's get a couple more safety lights around. I am gonna have to come through with some lichen or something along that effect. Spiders, zombies, skellies, don't mind so much. Creepies, though, are not something we kind of want wandering around the builds. Okay, let's get... Yeah, I will. Why do we have a piglin head in here? Now who's messaging me? Alright. Okay, so we're doing the log driver right now. Need armor stand. And need some armor. Grab him a spear. There we go. Show arms, yes. Show base plate, no. Apply gravity, no. You need booties, pants. I don't need the pants. I may have made that a little too far. No, not. Yeah, I did one too far. Okay. Okay, so now you need to if I go over here, and can I get you to face me toward? Aha. And then wasn't there a lunging? Lunging. Okay, so can I get that pointing down? That's the right arm. Point towards your feet. That's not pointing towards your feet. All right. All right, so that's not doing. Well, see, if we had the other book, it would be easier. All right. Especially since this goes one frickin' move at a time. This would be good music for a montage. I can't remember the name of what I'm thinking right now. I forgot this stuff can be waterlogged. Alright, so now we want some sort of a tent over this. Okay, so, no, save that. Fences. We will go with another brick fence. We'll go with a dark oak trap door. And we're gonna want a lantern for sure. Tink, did you guys get rain last night? Boy, did we get rain this morning. And I mean, like, enough rain that, it loud enough to wake me. Woke you too? Yeah. Okay, so that one. No rain, was just cold. Sure. Cold is not fun, especially this time of year. But we're up to 17 degrees today. Yeah. Though you can smell rain in the air. Yeah, we're probably gonna see some more today and tomorrow. They're actually calling for thunderstorms for tomorrow. Alright, what do we think? We have logs coming in. Can I get rid of you? And put you there. And we'll put you there and there. Maybe get rid of you. Cool, I can put one of you there. Go bop. But yeah, we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. Lots of rain tomorrow. And then, but it's supposed to be 30 degrees. So, you know, what do we think? I should probably, no, I think I like leaving that kind of as grass. Let's kinda. You are at 13 with a few clouds. So if we go like that, like they were carrying logs there. And then kind of like that, because, you know, one guy walks this way to grab this end of the log, one guy grabs this way to grab that end of the log, and then they walk in. What are we catching? A Shieldon. Shieldon? Oh, it escaped. I probably... No, I don't think I'm going to have a guy here. But I do want those guys here. Okay, now let's get some saplings in over here. Pots. I'll get some of those pots. We'll do some saplings. We'll do some good looking saplings in pots. So we'll do a pot there, a pot there. We'll go you in that one. We'll go you in that one. We'll set a pot there with you and you. I see a little silhouette of a mob. Scare away, scare away. Mic issues are to be expected. Oh, is it doing it again? Holy jeez, there's a lot of drowned appearing here. All right, let's. I don't know about the leaves guy yet. I want to talk to Clara before I decide whether we're gonna have a leaves guy. Yeah, I realized that when you pinned it. I appreciate that, love. All right. Dragon is now a rapper and does his own scratching. Yeah. Um, I want a name that has to do with trees and a name that has to do with mushrooms. Uh, Spruce. And alright, so oh, I need more light out here, maybe. We'll look at that here in a second. Oh my god, really? Like, this is doable with one person. No. I think I can get it. It's just annoying when the copy paste doesn't want to do the things. Right now, it's just annoying that my computer doesn't want to do the things, knowing that I have to replace my headset. Especially knowing how much I paid for this one, hoping it was going to last longer than 9 months. And it's probably lasted more than that, to be honest, but it just doesn't feel like it's lasted longer than that. Cool. Now, knowing how many drowned were over here, what mob attacks drowned? Or scares drowned away? Is there one? Huh. Conduits kill them. Axolotls are iron golems. Before I actually do an iron conduit, because I don't know what Clara had in mind for the watery areas. Right here is where they're spawning. I will place a couple of iron golems. Now, I don't know if they can get in this door. You know what? Let's do a quick test. We want... okay, no, let's just go like that. You go away, you go away, you go away, you go away, you go away. Like that. Eh. 1, 2, We'll fill in the corner. Oh, and I bet you I have this on... how do we change it from peaceful? There we go. Set difficulty hard. And nope. Survival. A sandy gas has appeared if anybody wants one. Okay, they can shoot in. Well, look at that. They are not coming in to get me. Proof of concept. Huh, buddy? Are you gonna come? Huh? Are you gonna come get me? No. All right. Was the wrong button? Oh, I just had a thought. All right, cool. I just wanted to actually write a message in a streamers group on Discord that I'm a part of, because there's some things I found out, and I would like to know what others are thinking. Axolotls are a good idea, Tink, except they tend to swim away. But I can put a couple in the water here too. I may have goofed. Oh well, they can be removed at a later time. All right. I think I'm happy with what's over here. I could probably make a couple of guys carry, but it's a lot of work with the book that we have, so I'm not going to. All right, let's go back to the base and do some work there. Oh, I know what I was going to check first. I wanted to check. Actually, knowing that I now have a stasis unit there, I just want to see, oops, how much iron I'm going to get by working around here. Not that we, totally need the iron, but, proof of concept. And the other thing I should do is trade a bunch of carrots. Part of the problem is nobody's coming to get emeralds. So I need to get emeralds until I fix somehow how I am getting my carrot supply. Otherwise, I'm getting far too many carrots. I need them to auto delete. And I haven't set that up yet, so. Alright, so I kinda want... Alright, I need to do this walkway over here, I think. We'll do this up here, so it's the same. At least down to here, and then we'll figure out what we want to do with the wall with the building on this side. So, for those who are celebrating Victoria Day in Canada, any big plans? We have barbecue for tonight, but other than that, not really. Uh, no plans. Mostly's currently diamond painting, watching streams, and probably some Stardew a bit later. Yeah, I'll probably go back into farming sim after I'm done this. I'll go like that. And then you get... Oh, wait. You suggest you boot your computer after stream, though? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, at least there's still enough charge on my headset that I don't have to try and charging it. So a story on that. Story time. Saturday, while we were playing D&D, had gone long enough that my headset was starting to die. So, you plug it in. That's what you charge and use your headset at the same time usually. So I thought nothing of it, and I kept cutting in and out. So, I think this is weird. Like, I know it does it once in a while, but not necessarily to this extent. So I'm watching it, and sure enough, as I'm talking, I am seeing the headset connect and disconnect with every crackle that's going on. And I'm like, what the actual heck? The the port for the USB charge cable that goes into my headset has come loose. And if you bump it the wrong way, it hits the transceiver that goes to the USB dongle. So it keeps disconnecting itself while I'm in mid-sentence. Like, I can't have that as a streamer. So now I have to wait until I can get a little bit more money to be able to get a headset, which won't be until the beginning of next month. Now I know I need to come into the world here and do some stuff off stream, like build the trebuchets and blah blah blah, some of the other farms. My plan is to kind of do some of that this week. I kind of want to leave a lot of this natural. This wall, I think I will do. I kind of want to leave a lot of this natural, though, and then try and hide. Kind of put up a some sort of a wall along here that will maybe look like um, make it kind of look like it's there, like hidden. Kind of want this to be hidden. I can't put vines or anything there. I am gonna have to take away the torch, but I do kind of want it lit up very subtly though, so I might have to play with some light blocks in this area. Okay, so if I take that out and that out, how noticeable? That is very noticeable at night. doors will have to be placed. It's a 3 wide. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay, let's... A pearl door to get in. Yeah? Yeah? I could do trapdoors in through the middle here. And that way it's gonna kinda look... Um, no, it'll block off the light for sure. Let me finish placing this. We'll place some trapdoors. And we'll see... So you need to go there. You need to go up there. Okay. What's gonna be the best? It's gonna have to be something solid. So probably spruce. Well, it's better. All right, so we can have that. And maybe I'll go granite. If we go like this, that way. No, it can't be granite walls because the granite walls still let light through. So it actually has to be granite. Okay. So if that's the case, I won't need these here. Okay, so with me doing that, that actually definitely looks like there's something there. So this needs to come out. We'll put a few more of these in. You're not tall. There is no tall grass on here, though, is there? No. We'll grab a couple of you. Uh, 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 uh. I think that works. Like, unless you know where to look. No, I will probably armor stand a guy there or two. But unless you know where to look, that's actually really well hidden. Oh, okay, yes. Pumpkaboo appears. Alright, I like that. I do like how that's turned out. Alright, so we have some more hallways to do. Oh, okay. So the other thing I need to check. Uh, uh, maybe I grab a couple light sources of 2. Uh, Now, problem with that is things can get in. Oh well, we'll see how. It's not as likely. We'll leave it like that and we'll see what happens. I guess we need to be careful where we're placing our lava. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. Gee, oops. And I just finished saying I need to be careful where I'm placing my lava. And I just finished saying I need to be, okay, you know? Why? What in the... There. Oy. And I'm only just over an hour in and I'm having these types of issues. Change your hitbox border. I don't have a hitbox on number one. Like on the little dude, I don't think I can. Because it's not a normal hitbox. Like the normal hitboxes aren't on because these things don't show up with hitboxes. I can see it around the golem, yes. But that's not a normal... A bit more than an hour. Yeah, okay. It's just the normal hitbox. I don't know if I can change the color of that. And if I can, I don't know how. Because like I said, it's not the normal hitbox. I think it's just vanilla tweaks. Um, and hi, Prelude. By the way, I know you're not there. You don't need to log in to say hi, but hi. No, it's got to be that one. No coffee yet, computers aren't on. Makes sense. It's not even noon yet for you. hope that's enough room for the redstone I want to do. I still have to look into that to get that working. That might be the first thing I do tomorrow, actually. Alright, so now that it's dark, that little bit of light I put in there might be too much, but actually, no, it's not. Yeah, it is. That's fine. I can plant a tree or something there. And that's where the snow is at the door. Why is there light bleeding at the door? Because it's light bleeding from the door. Uh, no, that makes no difference. Alright. It is gonna be what it is. Maybe... No. That kinda hides it. Alright. For all they know that it's a glow lichen in there. Alright. I need to do a quick potty break. I will be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you even realize I was gone? Alright, so trebuchet here. I almost want to make a some sort of a cannon that shoots like the breeze bursts and have them facing the base. Uh-huh. Thank you for the hard-toiled words. But a little Gatling gun in line with the base that shoots the little breeze bursts, the little breeze air bursts. Okay, so I can do. I am going to have to remove a large chunk of that. But for now, or no. We will kind of bring this forward some. As a start of the platform that we need. So that's the other thing I need to do this week is the trebuchets. All right, and the other one I can kind of maybe put over there. But for now, now I know this is going to be lit up because they know it's going to be coming. Or they know it's going to be here because that they'll be able to see. So for now, we'll light at least that much of that up. We'll bring this down a few steps. And then we'll do another platform. One more step? Actually... And then we'll go some pale oak slabs. 'Cause I want bottom slabs. I'm going to have to light those, but I didn't want to have to light this. Now, I have figured out an interesting way, I think, to do an elevator, a bubble vader. if I put a torch there, is that enough? It is. Except for that. There. Okay. So. So 178,584. Okay, so I need these ones cleared out going up. Okay, so I need a soul sand. Don't need lava at the moment. I need soul sand. Shelves. And trapdoor. Okay, so soul sand is going there. Water is going not there. There. Let's actually put a few of these down to protect ourselves. Although I am in creative, it's always, you know. Okay, so. What the heck? Why? No. Why did that decide it needed to reboot? I am confused. Alright. Definitely need to do. Huh? Huh? Is this smart? Okay, maybe I'll just work on 3 sides of this for now, and then, or 3 of these, and do the other 3 on the way back down. Uh-oh. We have now found a way to make the elevator too wide. Alright, that's a slight problem. Oh, I should be able to place it like... No, that waterlogs. Okay, for now. Uh, eh. There. And kelp. Up. Down. Up. Down. Cool. Now they can get up here and get to the trebuchet, and the other one I will kind of build through the wall over there. Now, it's at times like this, I wish I could take a grate and put lava in it like you can the water. because I think that type of lit pathway with the lava in it would look good. But now I need to try and figure out how I want to nicely light that. It's going to have to be... It's going to have to be... I don't know. It's going to have to be lichen. How am I going to do that? Yeah. Oh, I wonder if I put lichen on the bottom side of the glass on these walls, will it light enough to light the top side of the path? We'll find out. What do you know? Alright, well, I'm definitely not going to complain at that. Alright. That works. I don't think adding more glass on top of this is going to make much of a difference, but let's just kinda watch to make sure. Memories of childhood. Alright, so that can be turned off. That can be dimmed. I will probably get rid of the torch spam that I've placed in here now that this is safe. Wurmple escaped. Oh no. Mountain pig. Mountain pig. Hi, mountain pig. Nope, not today. Also not today. That works. Alright. Do you know that if you put solid water elevator, you can put soul sand side up for magma block, down, and you don't drop? Oh yeah, yeah, I know. You can. You can redstone it. I prefer the drop though because it's faster than the magma pulling you down. But yeah, I do know that you can. I have seen them. I haven't personally made one because I personally couldn't redstone it. Now that I think about it, I probably could redstone it. I just don't want to redstone it. All right, we have we have our hallways built. You don't do redstone? Yeah. And yeah, I could have done just, magma on one side, soul sand on the other, have a two wide water thing, and up and down. But I personally prefer the free fall. All right, so we have our walkways to our. That's your what you were first trying to say? Yeah, I realized. I am definitely suffering a Monday. I am definitely suffering lack of high caffeine. I have not had an energy drink in a couple of days. I have one. I haven't drank it. I probably should have for stream. We have a well enough hidden spy area. We have our bays for the trebuchets. We finished logging area. I think we got some good progress down today. Ames! Hi! Ah, yes, Prelude. Prelude's trying to say things. How's Ames doing? Can I mark anything off of this yet? Those aren't quite done. That's not done. That's not done. Not done. Not. Oh, I would need to do an armory too. Yeah. Right. Hmm. Doing good. Had amazing news from the hospital today. How are you? I am doing well. It is actually currently a migraine-free day. I will mark that as a win. I am happy to hear that you had awesome news from the hospital today. I'm not expecting you to share on here, but if you feel like DMing me your special news, if you're telling people, I would like to share in the special news. If you don't want to, that's fine. I'm not trying to pressure you. I wanted a troop shoot coming out here. I guess your diabetes has regressed. You no longer have. Nice. Congratulations. I am so happy for you. One of these I can go through and down. I'm on. I am very happy for you on that. That is awesome news. I am glad that some people are kicking the diabetes butt. Uh, I can't say that I am. I am. I haven't seen my blood results. but you're not the first person that I've heard say that lately either. So I'm very, very happy for you. That's one less stress for you. You can start still eating healthy, but eat some more of the stuff that you want to eat. Still on your meds, as if it's not broken, don't fix it. So still on metformin and still on your weight loss injections. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I'm on metformin and one other one that I currently can't remember. And I should, but my brain is just mush. Jardiance. Yes. Thank you, baby. And actually, he's got me off of two separate pills onto one single pill. So there is that at least. But I am happy for you. You're right, Tink. It is a very hard thing to do, and I know from talking with Ames, she's been working hard at getting past that hurdle. I am more tired than I thought I was, but I have reached what I wanted to do in here today. Why does that look? Borderline diabetic as a teenager and officially diagnosed 3 years ago. You're still under investigation for PCOS, but the doctors want you to have a word with the gynecologist about that. Interesting. I was never diabetic. It wasn't even on the radar until 2021. 2020, 2021. And my doctor's like, "Oh, but you should have known until he saw me." He's like, "How are you diabetic with how thin you are?" It's like, "You tell me that and we'll both know." They're coming to understand there is another type of diabetes that they're not fully understanding how it works, how it onsets, but it affects people in a different body class. So he's working with me to see what we can do, but it's just as confusing to him. All right, that's better. And have subclinical hyperthyroidism. Basically, it's nothing at the moment, as two of the three on your checklist are normal. But if one decreases whilst your thyroid increases, then it's a concern. At the moment, it's monitoring every 6 months. Yeah, I get that. Right now, that's the biggest thing with both my diabetes and my rheumatoid arthritis is straight on monitoring. Neither of them are getting worse, which is good. Some of my arthritis symptoms, the non-physical ones, have slipped, but nothing, my blood work or anything is showing that it's, progressing. So it's trying to figure out what now might be causing more issues. Health things, right? All right, so Gonna do a small market here. We're going to do a smithy there. We're going to do some sort of a troop shoot over here. Maybe. I might now veto that. I might veto the troop shoot. Every time you go to the hospital again, you're asked if you're diabetic because of your fair skin. I've not heard that one. That is definitely a new one to me. You're 27, so you're young. Yeah, you're about half our age. I also need to figure out what type of building I want here. And how tall. Actually, I think I need it pretty tall. I think I need it to come to at least this height. Interesting. The other difference that I know of, Ames, is medication has definitely changed in the last 20, 30 years, even in the last 15. So, hey, Wario, you have that going for you too, that you can benefit on some of the stuff that was in a trial for so long. And I don't hold that against anybody. In fact, I think that's great for all of the upcoming generations. Is the better medications and stuff is going to hopefully help curb a lot of the garbage that goes on in people's health lives. Ba da ba 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 ba. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. I am happy where the outside of this is. And I am happy with the direction it's changed. Let's maybe a little bit before I end stream. What time are we? I can go a little bit longer. Do I carve in the hill or do I a little bit of both carve in and ba ba da ba da ba 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 ba. Actually, I don't think I want to play with that today. I think I've actually had enough today. I got quite a bit done. I'm gonna go play on my water elevator. Whee! Nope, this way. You can actually see. Alright, that's fine. That's gonna be what it is. The only other thing I can do is put light level blocks under those and get rid of that. Whee! Yeah, I like the two wides. It feels a lot more compact. Now I know I could have done similar with honey blocks, but then you have to get it on the same side. What's new with Wario before I leave? Whee! Yeah, I do like. The one thing I'm not overly impressed with is how I've had to do that, but it works. But it works. The only thing is things can spawn and maybe crawl in. So I'll have to see about that. I just don't want it too noticeable. But it is a good spy location. And like I said, I could probably stick a tree here. But it would look funny being the only tree on this hill. But it just looks like a little bit of lichen is there maybe. So, you know, that's not bad. Twist and shout. Come on, baby. Work it on out. Alright, let's see if there's somebody to raid. Ending screen. Ending screen. You know what? Let's... there. Alright. Alright. Who's streaming? You know what? Let's go over to here. They're playing Lego. I'm playing Lego Jurassic Park. And I was said they're going to go until either they're done the game or just tired of it. So that's going to be the thing. Uh, Thank you. I appreciate you guys all being here too. Wait, I have this feeling that's not going to work there. Nope, of course not. There's the raid message. We're going to need that. We're gonna go see Grim Shadow Blades, who is playing, like I said, Lego Jurassic Park. With his partner. Thank you all for being here. I should be here Thursday. All things, yeah, I should be here Thursday, depending how I feel. Please, friends, take the time to let those who are important to you know that they're important to you. You never know if you're going to see them again. And, as always, if you can't be good at what you're doing, and we'll see you later. Bye!